What does that mean? Because now Rudy's back saying, hey, I got evidence of a lot of corruption, a lot of crimes being committed over there. Would this work if Trump had not been impeached? I believe Trump is playing four-dimensional chess. I honest to goodness believe that. All right, we're going to have a lot for the State of the Union address and more calls coming up at the top of Hour 3, 877-381-3811. Doc Washburn in for the great one, Mark Levin.
He's here. Now, broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
All right, this is Doc Washburn filling in for the great one from Mark Levin's affiliate in Little Rock, Arkansas, KARN. You know, I got to tell you something. Watching the brilliant State of the Union address last night, and it's the best State of the Union address I've ever heard from this president or anybody else. It was amazing, and there were a number of moments after he got past talking about how wonderful the economy is and how many things this administration has accomplished and how much he's accomplished as president. There were a number of moments that are kind of like tear-jerking moments. Not even gonna lie, fam. There were a few times I got pretty misty, you know, when he had the will, the gentleman who gave his life for this country in Afghanistan and her 13-year-old son, or when he had the wife and kids of the fellow that the president maneuvered to surprise when he came back from the war, or the mom and the daughter, the little girl who got to take advantage of school choice, or for that matter, Melania giving the great Rush Limbaugh the presidential medal there. And by the way, you know, Rush is certainly in our thoughts and prayers, and Catherine and the whole family, and Bo Snerdley, all of them. Much love, much love. I mean, without Rush, you know, I don't know. He's the guy who created the talk radio format. He's the reason we all have jobs. So much love and prayers going out to Rush and the whole crew there, and God bless you. We love you, Rush. But I wonder, so many of the wonderful things that President Trump said last night about how wonderful things are going in this country, and you see so many of the Democrats, senators and representatives, just sitting on their hands, just would not applaud. And yet, Mitt Romney today said they all want what's best. They all love this country, and they all have a clean conscience. They're just trying to do the right thing according to their conscience. Well, if that's the case, why weren't they applauding that things are getting so much better in this country? I said it earlier. I said it I think the start of the first hour, and we're in hour 3 now. Mitt Romney, I don't know what color the sky is in the world you live in. Because over here in the real world, it's different. All right. Let's give some credit where it's due. And we'll get some calls eventually at 877-381-3811. But we got to give a little love to President Donald J. Trump, who has done so much better than so many of us could have imagined. Let's go to the State of the Union audio. Cut number 1, go.
3 years ago, we launched the Great American Comeback. Tonight, I stand before you to share the incredible results. Jobs are booming, incomes are soaring, poverty is plummeting, Crime is falling, confidence is surging, and our country is thriving and highly respected again.
All right, so you got Democrats just sitting there staring at him. You know? What part of that is bad? Well, if you're part of the party that wants government bigger, freedom smaller, and more people depending on you instead of making their own way in the world, I guess it's all bad, right? Yeah, Chuck Schumer out there just condemning President Trump's State of the Union address last night. It was so partisan. And Nancy Pelosi tearing up the speech. I mean, you hate to say that apparently what's good for America is bad for the Democrat Party, but I don't know how you come to a different conclusion than that. And I saw the Rasmussen poll the other day that said Trump's approval numbers with black voters went from 21% a year ago to 42% now. And I got to tell you something. The last 40 years, Republican presidential nominee with the highest total of the black vote was 40 years ago, Ronald Reagan with 14%. And people like Schumer and Pelosi and all the rest of them know that if Trump were to get 20% of the black vote, it's going to be a landslide across the country. Well, what if it's more? What if it's more? I just want to know what part of this State of the Union address did you not like, Mitt? What was it that led you to vote to convict this president on a ridiculous article of impeachment? Let's go with the State of the Union, cut number 2. Go.
America's enemies are on the run. America's fortunes are on the rise, and America's future is blazing bright. The years of economic decay are over.
America's enemies on the run. Yeah, I don't think Ilhan Omar, Democrat representative from Minnesota, or Rashida Tlaib, Democrat representative from Michigan, or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat representative from New York City. I don't think they applauded that. But that's good news if America's enemies are on the run. That's really good news. Wonderful, wonderful State of the Union address last night. President Trump, cut 3, go.
The days of our country being used, taken advantage of, and even scorned by other nations are long behind us.
I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people have been really surprised at what a great job this president has done with his economy and with his foreign policy, for that matter. You remember when not just the liberals, Republicans were very concerned that Trump gave the okay to take out Soleimani, the guy behind the murders of so many American service members for decades. Oh, Trump tried to start World War III with Iran. And here we are. No World War III. Forgive me if I'm giving the president the benefit of the doubt that he seems to know what he's doing. And there are people who didn't vote for him last time because they weren't sure, because he used to say a lot of liberal stuff, that are going to be elbowing other people out of the way on November 3rd, Tuesday, November 3rd, to vote to re-elect this man. I guarantee you that. He's going to take some states he didn't take last time. All right, State of the Union address last night, cut number 4, go.
Gone too are the broken promises, jobless recoveries, tired platitudes, and constant excuses for the depletion of American wealth, power, and prestige. In just 3 short years, we have shattered the mentality of American decline and we have rejected the downsizing of Americans' destiny. We have totally rejected the downsizing. We're moving forward at a pace that was unimaginable just a short time ago, and we are never, ever going back.
Yes, I'm old enough to remember the previous president saying, "Oh, no, those jobs aren't coming back. What does Donald Trump plan to do? Wave a magic wand?" Well, Barack, I guess he must have, because the jobs are coming back in spades, man. They're coming back in a way that you could not have imagined. And that's the truth. And you know it is. More coming up from an amazing State of the Union address last night by President Donald J. Trump, and your calls at 877-381-3811. The Mark Levin Show continues. Doc Washburn filling in for the great one.
Mark Levin.
AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, is one of the fastest-growing organizations in America, now over 2 million conservative members strong, and I'm one of them. AMAC believes in and stands up for the values that we constitutional conservatives care about. More than talk, AMAC fights. A full-time presence in Washington, AMAC pushes back against reckless spending, disasters like Medicare for All, and the expanding reach of the federal government. And beyond advocacy, joining AMAC gives you access to a wealth of benefits and discounts, including special member-only rates on car insurance, travel discounts, cell phone plans, and a hell of a lot more. And if that's not enough, you'll get AMAC's bi-monthly magazine, full of insightful articles on issues that matter to most of us, we conservatives. As I said, I'm an AMAC member, and you should be too. Join today at amac.us. That's AMAC.us. Stop supporting the liberal agenda that the other 50-plus organization has been pushing for. Join AMAC instead. AMAC.us.
All right, Doc Washburn filling in for the great one, Mark Levin, on this historic night out of Mark's affiliate in Little Rock, Arkansas, KARN. And we've been talking the first couple hours about how crazy Mitt Romney is. Just crazy for voting against the president in one of the ridiculous articles of impeachment, and for saying that everyone, all his fellow senators, love this country. And they're doing what their conscience says. And they just want the best. But, we cannot give the president the same benefit of the doubt. Oh, no. No, he did a horrible thing going after his political opponent, as if Joe Biden was ever a legitimate opponent to this president. Mitt, I don't know how to tell you, buddy, but the Iowa caucus stuff, 71% of it at least, doesn't look too good for Joe. Doesn't look too good. I want to know why the Democrats were sitting on their hands for the amazing achievements that this president went through chapter and verse on last night in the best State of the Union address I've ever seen. Cut number 5, go.
I am thrilled to report to you tonight that our economy is the best it has ever been. Our military is completely rebuilt, with its power being unmatched anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. Our borders are secure. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed. Our pride is restored. And for all of these reasons, I say to the people of our great country and to the members of Congress, the state of our union is stronger than ever before.
Yeah, see, you got guys like James Clyburn in the Democrat leadership in the U.S. House just shaking his head at stuff like that. I guess, again, the only conclusion I can come to is what's good for America is bad for the Democrat Party. All right, amazing State of the Union last night. President Trump, cut 6, go.
The vision I will lay out this evening demonstrates how we are building the world's most prosperous and inclusive society, one where every citizen can join in America's unparalleled success and where every community can take part